video, we're gonna review a new functionality of ServiceNow called MCP Server. We had for a few months or a while MCP client capabilities, so we could, from an AI agent, use a MCP protocol to leverage an external MCP server from our AI agent on the ServiceNow platform. Now we also provide the MCP server and all the governance and the tools to manage MCP server. So I'm gonna show you this live in one of the demo instances that I have. So I configured all the required plugins, and now I do have access to that MCP Server Console. So we're gonna do a quick tour. The goal for me is to show you how you can quickly test this in your own environment. The team here at ServiceNow made an already pre-configured quick start server that you can use for training purpose to learn the product. And that's the one I'm going to be using. I'm not going to create a new MCP server from scratch, but it looks pretty straightforward to do this. We also, that MCP server is leveraging for a tool. And a tool here, the way it works, it's leveraging existing capability of the platform. You can use some capabilities of the platform as tool. For the most part here, it's leveraging a Now Assist skill kit, and the documentation explain how you can create your own, but literally it's a Now Assist skill kit where you're gonna be putting your logic, maybe some subflow, workflows, even like whatever you want to put in that skill kit, and you can use that Now Assist skill kit as a tool as part of the MCP server. So that's kind of the tool we're going to be using. The 4 available here. We'll see as I'm testing it. Basically the only thing you need to do, and this was already kind of pre-configured, I didn't have to do anything, at least on my instance. May not be configured on yours, so I'm going to go through it, just review what was configured on that instance. You need to configure an OAuth integration. So what was already configured on my instance is here. It's an inbound integration, so you can create your own record. It's actually very well documented in the MCP doc. So I'm putting here on the recording, so it explains what you need to create and configure. So refer to the doc for this. But this was pre-configured for me. I'm not gonna share my secret, but you can just create the same thing in your environment. The name doesn't matter. Obviously the URL need to match with your ServiceNow instance. And there's a few options here. You need to make sure the token format is JWT. It should look like this if you want this to work. And that's about it. In order to get this to work, I'm using a tool that you know if you've been working on integration. I'm using Postman. So I'm gonna show you in Postman how they can use an MCP client. Here in my case, I'm just using Postman. But I want to review with you the different configurations. So I downloaded the desktop version here. I'm on a Mac of Postman. And then the only thing I've done is create the plus. Not this, sorry. I went on new and I clicked MCP. So it has extra functionality specific to MCP in Postman. So that's pretty cool to test. So to simulate like you are an MCP client and you communicate with the server, so you can test the back and forth. The URL you need to put, well, maybe I'm going to do it from scratch. You know what? We're going to do it live together. Yeah, we're going to review the configuration together. So I'm not going to save it, and we're going to do it. I'm going to reconfigure this so it's in the recording. So go in MCP. First thing you want to do is put the URL of your MCP server, which showing you in the UI. If I go back into server here, click on it, it's copied, put it there, paste past it, right? Then you go in authorization, select 2.0 or 2.0, and there's a few parameters that we need to put. So there's, for example, the callback URL. So if you refer to the doc, it's pretty If I go back to the documentation, it's pretty explicit. It says, hold on 1 minute. If I go back to the doc here, it's gonna tell me all the detail I need here to configure the OAuth 2.0. So I'm gonna go back to the page that matters. Is this one. This one is just a copy-paste exercise at this point. So the host and base URL, we kind of put it already. We need the authorization URL token. So I'm just gonna copy this piece. And I'm going back to Postman. Okay, this is Postman. All right, authentication URL, and you need that instance URL in front of it. That looks like this. Access token URL, same, you need your ServiceNow instance URL. I'm gonna go back to the doc. Where is my access token? Here. Perfect. Access token URL. Client ID and secret ID. You get it from your inbound configuration here that we configured together. This one was already on my instance, but assuming you created your own record here, you just get the client ID from here. And I'm gonna copy the secret, put it in the secret. The scope is documented in the doc. It needs to be MCP _server. And you need a state with it's a unique value. It doesn't matter what value you put in there. I'm just gonna put Postman. And I think I missed something, the callback URL that you can get from this inbound integration that you created. All right. At this point, I think we're ready to test this if we can get a token. And then we'll see if we can utilize one of the tools from this MCP server. Let's see. Authentication complete. You know what? I think I'm cheating because I already authenticated previously. So I'm going to clear the cookie so you see the full experience. Get new access token. I got a window here coming up. I'm going to put the password there. Gonna grant access. Requesting access to that app for sure. Allow. Authentication complete. Proceed. Use token name for sure. Yeah, I think I'm at this point I'm authenticated. Now I can go to message, load capabilities. Here we go. So you can see now we're talking MCP at this point. I was able to load the tools from the MCP server, the ServiceNow MCP server, and that's a pre-configured tool that match what I have, the for configured tool here. So now I can start testing it and using it. So that's the best way for you to test the ServiceNow MCP server via maybe a Postman. Looks Postman is pretty good. First time I use it to test the MCP protocol. I usually use it for API. I've been using this for years, but for MCP it works great. So you can start with a simple one here. It's just gonna do whatever you've implemented in your tool in ServiceNow and your no-assist skills. If you expose this via MCP, then you can leverage it. I was trying to see, I'm not going to do summarization. I'm going to do lookup incident record. I'm just going to put some value there. Status 1 or status open is 2. I just know the value I need to put, and priority 1 for high priority. And if I do this, it's building the JSON on the fly. I'm just here, I'm gonna use this one. I'm assuming it's gonna look up incident record that match, the parameter I'm putting here. And I click run. And it's working. I get the payload. Pretty dead simple. And there is more, and then you can play around with those. Those are using no-assist, so you need to make sure all the no-assist part is working. This one may just be a simple workflow, I don't know, but those are the kind of testing out of the box tools in the default MCP server, what we call the starter MCP server that was pre-configured, the quick start server. So you see in a few minutes you can get this to work and test the MCP server, and you can create your own tool using no-assist skill and expose them to whatever system has an MCP client, can then interact with ServiceNow and those tools. That's it for today.